well on overinflated salaries of city workers. She spent $60 million paying back the debt from every year from the money she spent that she didn't have. So one of my platforms is to just say we're not going to pay back the $370 million that City Hall has racked up over the years in debt charges, and save that money, give that money directly back to the taxpayer.
Who's the money owed to though?
Banks.
So
I'm not 100% on that. I'll check into it. Absolutely, that's a great question.
Well, it probably is owed to the banks, right?
Yeah.
So,
or maybe other governments. Yeah. That's my other thought.
But like if it's a loan that we took from the federal government, right, for just like building infrastructure and stuff.
I don't think it was stimulus related. I think this was before the release of stimulus. But like one of the issues too is like you got Windsor, a border city, first hit hardest by the recession. Yet they come out of it a lot better than we do. They have tax freezes, we get tax increases.
I honestly can't really comment on, because I don't know enough about it, because I've been living outside of London for the last couple of years, so London politics is something that's kind of weird to me.
Are you a Western student?
Yeah.
It's just the last person we talked to was a Western student, and they had a similar type response, and I think that's a good, honest answer. You're not too up to date on the issues, and to be honest, I'm not either, because I don't really follow the media that closely.
Well, you're probably not a full-time politician either. So.
Right. I'm actually a professional gambler. That's my main occupation, Texas Hold'em, blackjack. But I think what we need is, not people that have practiced how to lie for 30 years. We need just average, everyday citizens, becoming citizens politicians, standing up.
And that's actually something that I definitely agree with. The culture of professional politicians is something where everyone's too afraid to do something that needs to be done, and everyone just wants to toe the line, and you no longer have people standing up for what they believe in, they're just standing up for what they think.
Well, the one guy put it best, it's people, their job in City Hall is not what they promised during the campaign. It's like they'll get a tap on the shoulder for winning and say, but this is how things are really run here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got opinions based on whatever's popular, whatever public opinion is.
Yeah.
They have focus groups and they take polls and they formulate policy based on that. But then it's a question of leadership, right? Are we saying and standing up for what we believe in and advocating for that tirelessly, or are we just figuring out what everybody else sort of wants to do and going along with that? Because the problem with that is you don't get anywhere. You stay where you are, and what happens if you're headed in the wrong direction already?
They're appealing to the lowest common denominator and what they think was the basics, the basis thing that everyone will agree upon. Economic conditions like this, that might not be the best plan for London, Ontario, or Canada as a whole.
I'm not formally educated in this subject, but I have had a passion for economics the last maybe 4 or 5 years. And I think when you're in a recession, like we are now, we've got, the problem of high unemployment. They say unemployment's at 8%, but those figures lie, right? That's not how many people are out of work. That's a special construct, mathematical, because there's a lot of people that have given up looking for work, and so I think when the economy is in a recession, you want to cut taxes, not raise them. And I think even economists in most schools of thought, because there's different schools of thought in economics. You've got, the Keynesians, you've got the monetarists, you've got the Austrian economists. So they all have different attitudes, but that's a point pretty much everybody agrees on. And what DeSico has done throughout the recession is raise taxes every year.
Well, it kills small business, and that's the backbone of creating jobs.
And good jobs. There's a lot of minimum wage jobs out there, which, I think that's an honest living, and, it's a lot better than working for City Hall and living off everybody else, because that's what bureaucrats and politicians do. But I think we could do better. I think we could expand, we could have more industry, we could have better jobs. So I want to thank